Hello, and welcome to Abyssal Archon. This is a little indie project I've been working on. You play as... There we are. You play as this little ship with gull wings that I modeled up in Blender. Whether you're impressed or not impressed, I just want to let you know this is probably the best thing I've ever managed to model in Blender. I've been calling this little guy Sparrow for the time being. I really just chose it off of vibes, so you can let me know what you think about that. So, Sparrow's equipped with a laser. You can see the laser has this little charge up time before firing. And if I just hold it down, this is the fire rate currently. And, I'm sure I'll add some sort of upgrade system. So you start off with a relatively slow fire rate, and as you explore the map and, progress, you can upgrade your fire rate to get faster and faster. Oh, let me show off strafing. If I hold right mouse button, the ship will face towards the mouse. Otherwise, if I don't hold right mouse button, the ship will just look in the direction you're moving. Also, you see the little the little swarming guys occasionally like to tail you, as you can see. I thought that was a nice touch. You can do this tight little evade, and you'll see when I show off combat how that comes in useful. But I really like it because of how tight it is. And then later on, the player will be able to unlock this extended evade, a barrel roll. Check this out. There you go. I'm thinking about maybe cutting off that tail bit, so maybe instead of just flying off, the player will actually move a certain distance and then come to a stop, rather than just that. But I imagine after you unlock that extended dodge, maybe traversing this lava environment will become easier, as you can, kind of dodge across wider gaps, stuff like that. Let's talk about shield. Check this out. Oh, I'm not 100% on all the sounds I currently have in the game, but the shield sound I kind of like. You can let me know what you think on everything, because that's really why I'm making these videos, is because I want more eyes, I want more feedback, I want to know what you think. So, there's the shield, and the shield actually does have levels of damage. We'll show that off in a second. Last thing I wanted to show off, let's look at sprinting. Or, sprinting, quote unquote, boosting. Listen to that. What do you think about that? I feel like it might be divisive. I kind of like the sound. Here, listen. So yeah, you can let me know what you think about that. Now, let's go find one of those NPC ships. Those are AI-controlled craft, and when I say AI-controlled, I mean obviously they're NPCs, but in the lore of the game, there are no humans piloting those craft. That's how I envision it at the moment. There might be humans aboard, but there's not necessarily a human piloting it. Oh, here's one. He has his lights off. Now he turns his lights on. I ran into him. So yeah, you can take a look at him. I modeled this guy up in Blender as well. There you go. You can kind of get a good look at him. But anyways, normally they are not aggressive. Maybe I'll have areas where they are. But they are mining drones. Normally I imagine they would be going around mining materials and stuff like that. Currently I don't have that implemented, so they just wander. But let's look at some combat, because that is what I want this project to focus on, is combat. Here we go. So you can see he has a shield of his own. You can enable my shield. You can see my shield took some damage, and his laser actually reflects off my shield. Do a tight little dodge there. Tight little dodge there. You can see with the laser, it could take a while to chip away at the shield. Obviously, I'm not playing at full potential right now. I'm trying to multitask and talk. Alright. But there is an ability I forgot to show you earlier, and that is the missile. If I press the missile button, boom. and you get a little slow motion effect, and the shield is broken immediately. Another thing you can see... Oh, okay. He just shot my shield, it reflected and hit him, and he died. Here is an NPC. Let's aggro him, and then wait for him to shoot me. Oh, okay. This guy also got angered because I shot his friend. But you could see my ship taking damage. More or less at the location that it's being shot, as you can see. Currently I have God mode enabled, so I don't have to worry. Finally, the very last thing I wanted to show you for today is what happens when you evade into an enemy with a shield and an enemy without a shield. I saved this till the end because it is the hardest to pull off at the moment. So here we go. Wha-chow! There we go. So you can see it does a similar slow motion effect and instantly destroys the enemy shield, similar to the missile. And okay, there we go. That's why it's high risk, high reward. And obviously these are starter enemies, that's why their fire rate is so slow. They're meant to be relatively easy to take out. Let's throw our missile at one of these guys. Oh. So in this game, you don't get iframes. You do actually have to spatially dodge. You don't get any iframes at the moment. Maybe I'll add them in later, depending on player feedback. Okay. And you can see their shields do recharge fairly quickly. Up for tuning still. And you can see, because one of them didn't have a shield, when I barrel rolled into him, he actually fully died. Let's throw a missile at this guy. Okay, missile didn't crack. I do plan on adding some sort of either UI or diegetic element to show when the ship is targeting. Just so, you know, you don't waste a missile like that. There we go. Let's take this guy out. There we go. Am I still being fired at? Oh my lord. Okay, bro. I was gonna do an outro. I believe that's everything I have for you today. Please leave feedback. That's really why I'm doing all this. And until next time.